Hello and welcome to my Skyrim informational video. This is going to be going over some basic information for people that are brand new to the creation kit. Most people who have created at least 1-2 things should know all of this by now, but this is just for really basic knowledge that I had to look up when I was starting out, and I want to sort of put it all in one place for people. So first off, straight off the back, when you go to save your file, you want to make sure, because I don't remember if this is the original location it has you save it, you want to make sure you save it wherever Skyrim is. Go to your Skyrim, go into the data folder, that's where you save it. Another easy way to find it is go into, play the game, and then in it, under the Bethesda mod launcher, download at least one mod. You don't have to use it ever again. Just download one mod. If you already have a mod, that's great. And then search for that mod's ESP file if you can't find it, and then download it wherever that mod's ESP file is, and that should be the same exact spot. So for me, you can see mine is here, and some of the other mods that I just have downloaded from the Skyrim Bethesda mod launcher in game. Another thing that might be strange to some people is there's no open, an open button. They have this button, which normally might look like an open, but then it has data, and it can be confusing for new people who have never had to use it before. So this is just all the content that's in the game that you want to activate to use. So normally for most mods, you're going to want, every single time you should activate the Skyrim ESM. If you're not activating it, you're probably doing really specific things, and you should know what you're doing by that point. These are just based off of what content is in your mod, like what items you can use to build with. So you can see for the Dragonborn one, it's for the Dragonborn DLC, but it also uses, as parents, the Skyrim ESM and the Update ESM, so it has all that information in it. So for mine, I'm just going to turn on the Skyrim ESM, I'm going to turn on mine, but then I'm going to set mine to active. It basically tells the game, hey, this is the one we're editing currently, so it'll save my changes to the active file, which is this one. So then you want to click OK, and it'll start to load all that information and all those assets. I'm going to hop out real quickly, and then when this is done, I will be back. Okay, and here we have an error that popped up. This should always happen. It always has for me. There might be other places that have it fixed, or other things if you're loading more of the stuff than I was, but if it pops up, just click yes to all. You shouldn't. Okay, and here we have it fully loaded. So once you're in here, it'll pop up with these warnings. You can just clear and close them, or just press close. It doesn't matter. They're going to be popping up a lot. So for that, getting to my world space, you're going to want to open up this menu of interiors and find the one that's yours. For me, it's Zenith. I'm going to click it and activate it and come down to this menu. There'll be Wilderness 0, 0. That's my center of the map, so I'm going to click that one to load it up. Oh, look, errors. What a surprise. Just click either yes to all or close it. It'll happen a lot. It's okay. Just get rid of it. It doesn't matter as far as I'm aware currently. Some of those errors might go away depending on the more stuff you do. So now you would spawn into your map. The main thing I really want to go over here are two things. One, how to load more lines so that more of these boxes, they're called grids in the menu, how more grids load so you can see more things. Because if I wanted to go and take a picture of my map of my island, I can't. I can't scroll out far enough while still showing the whole entire island. You can see that the back of it isn't there. So to load more of these grids, you're going to want to go to File, Preferences, Miscellaneous, and change grids to load to however many you want it to load at the same time. I suggest not making it too high, because the more stuff you put in it, the more chance it will probably end up crashing on you. For me, I just do 11, because my island's not that big. You wait for it to refresh, close out of that, and ta-da, would you look at that, you can see all of it now. So then in here, also in that menu, you could also change the autosave to whatever you want it to be. I just run 3 minutes. I don't really have a reason for it. I just picked 3 minutes. But yeah, so the next thing I want to go over is how to actually play in your level. So if you notice here, there's this blue box. This thing is called a COC marker. You're going to want to make sure you have one of these in it. You can find it by just making it so you look at all items, COC marker, this thing, you can drag it on and put it wherever you want. The thing, if I go to, no, back, if I go to it, you can see on it that it has this little blue arrow on the front of it. That is what direction your player is going to be facing when you come out. Well, not when you come out of the teleport animation. Fast travel, teleport, whatever you want to call it. The other thing is you're going to want to make sure it's in a named cell, not just wilderness, because if it's named in wilderness, you're probably going to run into some issues. So for me, I have it put in a cell that I named Zenith 1. I can't do Zenith because Zenith is the name of the world space. So I named it Zenith 1 because it's easy to remember and it'll be really easy for me to find it when I'm in the actual editor. Not editor, the actual game. The other way you can check to make sure is it's in this. If you're trying to find the cell, it's not based on what your item you're on, it's based on for your camera location. So you can see I'm still clicked on this thing. If I keep scrolling out, eventually it'll swap because my camera is in a different cell now. The way to easily find out which cell it is in is you can click on it. You can either press Y to move to a sideways angle on it, or the way I like to do it personally is you press T to go to the top of it, and doing so will make it so that you're looking in a straight down onto it. And I could only see it happening in very rare situations where you're putting it on the edge of a cell line, where doing it from above will make it so your camera's in a different cell. I don't see that happening often. But then you can go here, you can see what the cell is, and rename it. The easiest way I can tell of how to figure out which wilderness is the correct one is look at the coordinates down in this corner, where it says 0, -1. Then you come over here, find which one has those coordinates, and change that name. You can do that by pressing F2 and it'll pull up the thing to change the name of the file, so you can change it to whatever the hell you want it to. Now I'm going to go back into the actual game and show you how to load up into your level in-game. Hi, and now we're back in Skyrim. So when you're in Skyrim, one of the things you want to do first is click on the mod menu, wait for that to load up all the active mods. So if I give it a quick second to load. So once you're here, you're going to want to press T and load up the mod order. You're going to want to make sure that yours is set to active, so you have this little check mark on it to show that the mod is currently working. And then once that thing is there, you can leave. If you want to turn it on and off, you can just press enter, hover over it and press enter. So once it's active, just press T. No. Okay, not T, I forgot. T is to get into the mod order, escape is to go back. So then if you change the mods, it'll tell you this, it'll reload your data files. That should take like a couple seconds. It's not normally too long. You can see we're back. So then I'm going to hit continue, load from my last save, which for me is a mod related character. If your last save was not a mod related character and you don't want it to be a mod related character, make sure you either start a new character or change your character, because once you go 2 mods, I don't think there's an easy way to come back. So you can see here I'm sitting outside of Whiterun at the Homebrew Meadery. To get to it, you're going to want to press the tilde, which is to the left of the 1 key. In that, you want to type in COC and then the name of whatever, not that. You want to type in the name of whatever your cell was in that you put the COC marker in. So for me, it's Zenith 1. I press enter, and fast travels me onto the island where the marker was, facing in the right direction, and then I can explore my island. And those are some basic tips for the Skyrim creation kit. Thank you, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.